you guys, next we're gonna focus on a core circuit that you can do from a seated position. You can do this from a chair as your other option. Now, when we talk about the core is more than just your abdominals. It means it's your abdominals, it's your back muscles, your hips, your glutes, your thighs. All of that is considered your core. And that's why, as we focus on walking, it's so important to remember to focus on the core. So I want to give you a couple moves that you can do on your own, seated or from a chair, that will help you to better engage and strengthen these muscles so that you'll have better walking form and technique and better alignment and help to prevent any injuries. So to start with, one that you can do from a mat, or you could do from your bed if that's easier because of the height. You're going to lay on your back and you're going to focus on lifting the hips. Now this is called a hip bridge. We're focused on feeling this through the glutes and the hamstrings. I have my feet about hip width apart, and I am focusing on having my weight more so through my heels. You can have your arms relaxed at your side, shoulders down and back. And the idea is that you just get stronger. You build up to being able to hold this bridge position for 30 seconds. Listen to your body. And then as you come down, think of coming down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And that is how you would do your hip bridge. So again, listen to your body. You may only in the beginning be able to do 5 seconds or 10 seconds. That's okay. You will slowly get stronger the more that you do this. So again, we just want to focus on being consistent and doing this a couple times during the week. It might be better to do this following your walking after the body has been warmed up and we know the body is fully prepared for exercises. So do what you can with this. This is your first option in our core circuit. Next, we're going to focus on how to do your second exercise in this walking core circuit. This one involves using your hips and your glutes, working on lateral motion, which is so important. So with this move, just get creative in your space. We're gonna do a couple steps to one side and then we're gonna do a couple steps back. You wanna begin with the knees soft, taking the pressure off of the back, engaging your core, weight more so through the heels, but keep the feet flat and grounded. I like to have my hands in front because it's a reminder to keep the chest lifted. And you'll do a couple side steps, one way, maybe 3 or 4 steps, and then you're gonna bring it back. Keeping yourself with the bent knees, keeping yourself a little bit lower. So that is your side step, your side lateral move, as I said, to strengthen the glutes and really focus on strengthening the hips. You guys, another option that you can use here to do your core circuit, working your lateral motion side steps, if you have a small loop band, this is simply an option. You know, doing it the other way that I just showed you, where we're just doing our side steps with just our body, is great. If you did happen to have a loop band at home, here's an option that you can use to add a little bit more resistance to build strength. You can take your loop band and you can place it just around the ankle. And then it's going back to the same positioning we focused on before, keeping the bend in the knees, engaging the core, chest lifted. And I do small steps, keeping the resistance. The key with this, we don't want the knees going in or out. Try to keep them in line with the hips and in line with the ankles. That's it. So focusing on form and technique, small controlled steps. You're gonna feel this through the hips, a couple this way, and then bringing it back for just a couple steps. So choose how many repetitions you would like to do and just add in a couple that you can do at your pace during your core circuit. Here is your next exercise, one that we'll focus on again to strengthen the core, focusing on abdominals and focusing on the back. Just by using a chair, we can do a seated core exercise. Now the first one I'll have you try, we're gonna sit forward in our chair and practice right away stacking the vertebrae. Imagine leaning up against an imaginary wall. Now without using your legs or your hips or your feet, focus on the abdominals, arms out in front, relaxed. We're gonna pull the stomach in, exhale as you reach forward without using the legs. And now here's where it's important to concentrate. We are going to tuck the chin, and I am slowly stacking my vertebrae one at a time as if I'm leaning up against my imaginary wall. And then at this point, we have the option to reach up, Feel that stretch and holding our neutral spine position, which is not easy. And then we relax the arms. Again, arms in front, we would do it again. Pulling the stomach in. As we exhale, reach for a light stretch. And now here's where it counts. We tuck the chin, round the spine, and then stack the vertebrae slowly, one at a time, back to our neutral spine with the option of reaching up to make this more of a challenge. And then just relax the arms and shoulders. So there is a good spine stretch, strengthening the core that way. Another move that we can add to this is doing small rotation. If you're worried about doing any rotation motion, you don't have to do this one. I'm just giving you options. Please modify as you need to. This is the same idea. We're sitting forward, sitting tall, lower body stationary. Arms out this time, relaxed. Lean up against that imaginary wall. Without moving the hips or legs, we're gonna pull the stomach in, exhale with a very small twist, looking over, and now we go back center. Inhale, center, pay attention to posture, and then we go the other way. Pull the stomach in, exhale, very small motion, very small twist, and then I'm gonna inhale, bring it back to the center, and then just relax. You would do a couple of those. Remember that we're focused on not using the legs. Really focus on engaging and working these muscles. It's something that we do during the day, the twisting, the lifting, how we rotate and move. And so it's good to be aware of how our body functions and work on exercises that will strengthen those muscles. That's what keeps our spine healthy. That's what keeps us strong so that we have better walking form and technique. So there's an option for you, just using a chair. Give it a try this week.